Man, it's nice out today. It has been a hot minute since I made a video. But, you know, it happens sometimes. And I spent, what is it? This is almost the start of June. Hey, what is it? It's Memorial Day weekend. And I think the last time I made a video was November. Like, that's been a hot minute. But, you know, life happens. And I am surrounded by ants. Hold on, let me see if I can get this on video. They're all around me. Shit, I need to get up. Look at that guy. Oh, yeah. Life happens. And sometimes you don't really know when you're going to do the next thing that you actually want to do. You know, sometimes you try to find your place well off the beaten path and, you know, find out there's a lot of people around. Who knew? Oh, that's cool. Actually, I need to get down there. These are cool. I saw actually these on a video recently from someone else. They're artificial beaver dams, basically, to help weir and flow water into areas that they want it, and to, you know, keep it away from areas that they don't. That's pretty cool, right? Now, you might be asking yourself a couple questions, you know, like, oh, where have you been for these past several months? And, you know, what have you been doing? Well, the answers to the first one is actually pretty simple. I'm in a nature park here in the heart of the Dallas Metroplex. Pretty cool. And the fact that something like this actually still exists around here. The answer to the second question, I've been working. You know, everyone needs a job. And, well, honestly, not having one kind of makes it hard to be able to live. But that aside, so yeah, that's what I've been doing. Got myself a nice new job, offered me, you know, a chance to actually do stuff with the money that it pays me, chance to actually buy stuff. I mean, like this new clothes, got a new camera. It's pretty cool. Amazing what having money will do for you for once. obviously hasn't been all work and no play. I mean, we all know the adage, right? I mean, I've been around doing a couple of other things here and there, like, you know, running a Dungeons and Dragons campaign for my friends, or occasionally going out to walks at parks like this. You know, it's really cool out here. You know, got a new car, hanging out with family and friends and a whole bunch of other stuff, but you know, just like, I've had to take a step back from making the educational videos, mostly because I just, whenever I have something in my life going on, I feel like I can't focus on other things. And that's kind of what happened here. But, you know, it's just an excuse, really, not a reason. And so, it's probably about high time that I go back and start exploring a lot of the ideas that I had that I just never really went through with, you know? That's a cool shot. Let's see what that looks like. Man, it's cool out here. But, you know, sometimes the things that you're doing seem to feel like they're dragging you down, to where you can't go back out and do the other cool things, stuff that, you know, you actually like to do, the stuff you want to do, because you're preoccupied with 13,000 other things that are just happening around you. And most of those 13,000 other things are just your day-to-day work. It's a little frustrating, but at the same time, it's the world we live in, and we gotta find our way to make it around like that, right? Man, it actually really is cool. I don't know how well this is capturing the shot. That's so amazing. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but I enjoy the heck out of it. Nature is so cool. Now, I can't guarantee that I will even make another video relatively quickly after this, but I do guarantee that I will be making more. And I can't guarantee that they're all going to be educational videos. I mean, most of them are probably just going to be me going around looking at stuff that's cool, or having a fun time with my friends. Assuming that they want to be on camera and that they actually, you know, don't mind that I post it off onto the internet. We'll see what they react to after this. But I'm going to try to pick this hobby back up again, because it's fun. And we all need a little bit of fun in our lives. You know, with it being Memorial Day weekend, it's just something that I'm reminded of. Here on this channel, I haven't really sat and spoken about who I am as a person or where I've been in life, mostly because I've been making educational videos. So cool. So cool. And it's not to say that, you know, I also don't want you to know an excessive amount about me. I mean, you need to know who the guy who's telling you stuff is. And you ain't gonna listen to your boss if you don't think that they've got at least some experience in the career that they're working at, right? And so why does this Memorial Day bring up these kind of thoughts to me? Well, I spent 6 years active duty Air Force. I know, shocker, right? But that's something I did. And, well, while I can't say that I've ever been to combat, and most Air Force people can't say that they've ever been in combat, I can say that I have at least once experienced that not everyone makes it home. Twice, actually. 3 times. It happened a lot more than I thought it would. Most of the people I didn't know, had no actual connection to, but it's still something that happened. And it does leave an effect. Man, look at that. So, yeah. Those thoughts have just been swimming around as of late. Especially because we're so close to this day of memorial for those who never made it home. And I can tell you that I, for one, want to make the best of it. Make the best of it. And yeah. Ew. Give me the screen back. I don't know if you can see him in there. You know, I don't like birds, but at the same time, gotta admit, they're really pretty. Just like these flowers and all that stuff. So cool. You know, you say quite often that life is short. But I don't believe that. No. Life is incredibly long. And if you think about lifespans, we're probably the 4th or 5th most long-lived multicellular life form on the planet, especially amongst mammals. Amongst mammals, we're like number 1. So, in comparison to most other species on this planet, our lives are incredibly long. The problem is that, according to our perspective, we actually don't have a lot of time to enjoy it. Growing up as a kid, you spend your time being told what to do, going from place to place like, you're supposed to be there. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's so cool. And so, when you're young, you don't really enjoy what's going on around you. You don't have a lot of that knowledge and understanding of it. And so you're just fed up and annoyed at the things that you have to do. And moving on to being, a teenager, you're angsty, you're angry, everything around you is out to get you, all that stuff. And so you don't enjoy that time either. And then when you become an adult, well, it's just more of the same. You're angsty, you're angry, but you're slightly older, and so you have better ways to cope and deal with it, but you don't really enjoy what's going on around you. Instead, what it is that you're taking it out on the younger people, especially if you have kids, because, they should be enjoying the life that they got around them. They got no responsibilities. Get a lot of that kind of mentality going on. But you're not really enjoying it. Not what's available to you in the moment. Because you're distracted, you're angry, you're angsty. I'm going to say those words a lot. This is true. We are. Look at the watercraft. That's so cool. I'm just trying to make sure I don't get through this tripping hazard. And even as an adult, you're just not really enjoying what's available to you. You're not enjoying the life. And then eventually one day comes along and, you're an old man. Shit. And one day comes along and you're an old man, you're an old woman, and, you want to sit and enjoy it. All that time and life that's available to you. Look at that. Okay, I've got to sidetrack for a second, because look, it looks just like a leaf, don't it? But what that is that's an example of mimicry. Something imitating something else, and to be able to survive longer in life than they normally would. Right? So cool. But you just kind of, at one point in your life, you get too old that you can't enjoy it anymore. You don't have the energy. You've got all the time in the world, and if you played your cards right, you've got the money too. But the amount of energy that you have to sit down and enjoy those things that you always said you would, that you'd go back and enjoy them, well, you don't have it anymore. So you can't get out there and do it. Okay, before anyone asks, no, I am not going in the tunnel. But it is cool. And that's what happens to people in life. They waste a lot of their time that they have, that they can't enjoy life. Being angry and pissed off at the world, instead of enjoying it. You know, I'm definitely not going in there. Nope, 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 nope. It's cool though. Let me go find my way back to the beaten path. Oh, that wasn't hard. What is the point of all this that I'm saying? Don't waste your time. If you are in the same age demographic as I am, and the odds are good that you are, you've got plenty of time left. Enjoy it. Before you can't. Because I sure as heck know that I don't want to be a grouchy old man in his 80s at any point that can't go around and say that I enjoyed my life when I was younger. Because I went and did things, saw things, interacted with people. Maybe we should follow the yellow wood path. I'm not going to because my car's not in that direction. Yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed this little musings with me for today. And hopefully I'll have something else for you to watch and enjoy in the not too distant future. Until then, I'll see you next time. I don't think we're in Texas anymore. Actually, yeah, we are. We're still in Texas. Never mind.